Broadcasting live from Oriole Park at Camden Yards here in Charm City. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Dylan Bundy gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's the guy that's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
Digging in, Freddie Galvis. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Freddie Galvis.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game time. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. What's this lineup have to do tonight in order to get a W here on the road, HR?
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Whew, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him early. He's just too overpowering. His stuff is electric. He's got one of those great power arms that we'll talk about for years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
Teoscar Hernandez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
He may have to get his eyes checked on that one, because if he's looking for fastball, man, he had no chance of catching up to that. He better check his eyes. He was really late.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matt, it seems like Drummond is pretty reasonable back there. He's consistent. You don't see many guys rubbernecking calls on him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Way out of here as it bangs off the gate. A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoke. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Here's Kendrys Morales.
The designated hitter, Kendrys Morales.
Fouled back.
Man, he's flirting with danger. He gave up a home run on that very same pitch, and this time he comes right back with it in another dangerous location. He better be careful.
A high fastball is in there. Now here's the pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Jays off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. Bottom of the first coming up from Oriole Park. It's now 1-0 Toronto. Aaron Sanchez gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Harold, what do you got?
Matt, I like this guy. He is a really good pitcher. An ERA just a little over 3 last season. He's usually pretty tough on the opponent. He's going to keep you in the game and give that manager some opportunities late in the game to get a W. I like what this guy brings, and maybe he'll bring it today.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. Throwing to second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In now, Jonathan Villar, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one.
His approach at the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Hernandez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. What's this club need to focus on this evening, H?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up, and play the whole 9 innings. You can't just play part of the game, play the whole game.
Stepping into the box, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. As a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Here's Chris Davis now. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. Comes in with 6 hits in 16 tries. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning. So striding in, Brendan Drury. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In there for strike 1, 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment of the Orioles. And I'm looking at the first baseman, Chris Davis. Now, you can play him at third, you can play him at first, but because of his footwork at third, it made him a better first baseman. I think he gets overlooked quite a bit. He's a pretty good defender.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Randall Grichuk. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, that's 2 impressive fastballs, 2 mid-90s fastballs just reaching back saying, I dare you to hit it. Finds himself in a nice 0-2 count now.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Jays are out in front, 1-0. Now at the plate, Mark Trumbo will be the one to lead things off now against Aaron Sanchez.
Mark Trumbo.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for route number 1.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. In this day and age with analytics and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that stationed standard baseball.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. And this will be chopped foul here at home plate. Just gets a piece of it. Still 0-2.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Standing in now, Jace Peterson. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. This one's down to third. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 1. Into the box now, Luke Maile. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. That's wide, 2-0. Check swing grounder to the right side. Davis comes up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Nope.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez.
Left fielder.
0 for 1 here in the early going.
Hernandez.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning.
Seared down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're up 1-0. Stepping up to the plate,
Leading
Dwight
off for the Orioles,
Smith. He'll get us
right
going in the
fielder,
home half of inning number 3.
Smith.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Grounded to short. Galvis has it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting ninth.
Ready now,
Catcher.
Andrew Sousa.
Andrew Sousa.
Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, he got jammed on that one right there, and he's just strong enough to muscle it into
The
right
batter,
field for the
number
base hit. It's going to be a
shortstop,
line drive tomorrow in the paper.
Alcides Escobar.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Alcides Escobar. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing and a liner, but foul. Push to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, Matt, I don't know if he was trying to go that way or if he's a little bit late. 96 miles an hour is tough to catch up to. But I got to give him credit. He did put the barrel on it.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar, as he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short. Galvis backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Ready for another chance. Trey Mancini. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Matt, this is where I like this guy pitching. First and second, he's got 2 outs. He's got himself a little bit of a jam, but now he likes to paint the corners. Watch him fight himself out of this situation.
Started that swing a bit too early.
I really like how the catcher and the pitcher are reading swings. The pitch before, big power swing. Then they pull the string on him and get him out in front early. He has no idea what's coming now.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Maley goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They're down 1-0.
Leading off for the Blue Jays. First
He's
baseman,
ready. Here's the first offering. Justin Smoke will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there.
Now batting,
He had to stare down a
designated
really
hitter,
good hitter, and instead of working around the
Morales.
zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Devin Travis. He reached on a single in his first try. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
For the Orioles.
First pitch on its way.
Chris Davis.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Now at the plate, Mark Trumbo comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
28, Eric Young.
Here's Eric Young Jr. now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he takes ball 1. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. And that's a base hit, 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
2-strike hitting. Man, you love it when guys are able to fight the ball off and get a hit. Right here, he fights it off and flips it over the middle infielder's head.
Stepping in now, Jace Peterson. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Running is Young. Pitch inside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. The 3-2 one more time. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Brandon Drury. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman number 3, Brandon.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off of it much.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The center fielder, Kevin.
Digging in,
Pillar.
Kevin Pillar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Mancini has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Randall Grichuk. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Well, he was out early working on that swing and batting practice, just taking it right back at the pitcher, right off the L screen. You eliminate that screen. It's just taking it from the practice field to the game. Nice job.
Here's the catcher, Luke Maile, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to...
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Striding in once again, Dwight Smith. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Smith.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, Matt, they've been real aggressive, taking swings early in the count, but you're losing in this game, so you got to make an adjustment. You got to start taking pitches and maybe working the pitcher a little bit more if it's not working, being aggressive.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Now batting, catcher, Andrew.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Andrew Susac will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Matt, he's really putting on a clinic. The first pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success.
Ready with the 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Ready for another shot now. Alcides Escobar. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Tell you what, Matt, he looks locked in to me. You know, I played with a guy named Larry Milburn. He said he looks hitterish. You see that swing right there? I know he missed it, but he was on it.
The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ready for another shot now. Freddie Galvis. He'll
Leading
get
off
his
for
side
Toronto,
started in the inning. And
shortstop,
Dan, so far
Freddie
they've been stifled
Galvis.
offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back
Now
up.
batting, left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Teoscar Hernandez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Pitch out, nothing doing, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Lays off 2-2 now.
I like the pitch. It just missed. That's a sweeping slider. That thing is nasty. Try to get him to chase it. I might even come back with it again.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Justin Smoke will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a tick behind for a strike.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Smith is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Designated hitter.
Here's Kendrys Morales. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Just keeping him close. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A called strike over the outside corner. The 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
1 and 2.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto, but they lead it 1-0. Ready once again, Jonathan Villar. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting. Left
Digging
fielder.
in once again, Trey Mancini. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the changeup is way low that time.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Right side hit hard. Travis fields it from deep in the hole. The flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number
Digging
19.
in to try it again, Chris Davis. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Seventh inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. And that'll bring up the speedy Devin Travis. And guys, seventh inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that. Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Now batting,
Brandon Drury will bat next. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Hit on the ground to third. There's Peterson. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Ready for another chance.
Fielder,
Kevin Pillar. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Again, he sends it out of play. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Young going back on it. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
In now, Rendell
The right
Grichuk.
fielder, number 15.
As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. VR fields it cleanly. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A run for the Jays on the solo homer. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 2-0 Toronto. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose.
Designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
Into the windup and the pitch. Mark Trumbo is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
Jr.
Striding in once again, Eric Young Jr. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Young will take the turn and head for second now. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Standing in, Jace Peterson. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
I've been so impressed how he's got ahead of hitters. He's been over 80% in the game right now. First pitch strike to hitters. When you do that, you're going to have good success.
A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. There is Travis. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in, Dwight Smith. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Joey Rickard will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Joey Rickard.
And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. And as he bats, he represents the potential tying run. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He's just looking overmatched right here. A late swing followed by another late swing. Just dominating him right now.
Here it comes, 0-2. Grounded to the right. Smoke moving to his right. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They're down 2-0. Joey Rickard will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Number 23.
Here's the catcher, Luke Maley. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Heading after it is Rickard. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Freddie Galvis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Young shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
And now this is bobbled in left.
Boy, he had a rough day. 3 strikeouts, and he finally gets a base hit. Tell you what, that's going to give him a little bit of confidence that he can even put a ball in play anymore. Go 0 for 3.
Michael Givens takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Michael Givens.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Popped straight up. Givens is there for it. But it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play. And the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Andrew Susak. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Andrew.
Here comes the first pitch. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball that gets up at 100 miles an hour. You just have to be ready to swing.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
I like how he's using the changeup tonight. Using it to get ahead, also using it to put guys away. Very effective pitch for him.
And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 on its way to Escobar. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And the pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Smoke is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
The batter, number 2.
Digging in, Jonathan Villar. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're still down. It's 2-0. Start of the 9th as we welcome you back now to Oriole Park in Baltimore.
Leading off for Toronto, the designated
Kendrys Morales is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another 2-2 offering. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Devin Travis. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Devin Travis goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Brendan Drury is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Blue Jays go down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Now at the plate, Trey Mancini. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Goodness. 0-2 now.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. Those balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
First baseman, number 19.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Ken Giles takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Chris Davis is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. Here it comes, 1-0. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough where he can square it and keep it fair.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Here's Mark Trumbo now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
From the belt, kicks and deals. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 on its way. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit to first. Smoke is there. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Here's Eric Young Jr. now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Junior.
He's set, and the pitch. Out of play off to the right. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And they are on the board as the run scores from third to cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Now you're down 1 with that hit right there. Now you're 1 big swing away from walking them off.
So stepping in, Jace Peterson. Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Giles sets. Here's the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Chopped weakly to the left. A bare hand grab by Galvis. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Dylan Bundy struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.